Today's stories include Silksong is getting easier, Xbox is doing a TGS stream, and Sega is teasing 4 mystery titles. Well, I'll have all this and more because this is Kind of Funny Games Daily. Hi, everybody. Roger here. Welcome to Kind of Funny Games Daily for Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. Roger. That's my best friend, Mike, over here. 1.1.
Give me one. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Good morning, Roger. Happy Tuesday. How are you today?
I'm doing not good.
I hear you're not well.
Not well. Yesterday, I was a victim of the marketing of McDonald's. McDonald's goes out there and they say, hey, everybody, we know all of our breakfast items and all of our items are fucking hella expensive. We got a $6 Egg McMuffin meal. We got the Egg McMuffin, you got the coffee, you got the hash brown.
That's what you love.
Eat that.
You were yelling
all the
at
time.
me about
Yum,
Dunkin'
yum.
Donuts
I love
a couple weeks ago.
Don't get me started.
America
Dunkin' Donuts
runs on Dunkin',
Dunkin' Donuts fucked me. Dunkin' Donuts fucked me. They raised their prices. I don't like it. It's un-American.
Yeah.
I hate it. McDonald's, they lower the prices. Okay, fucking swipe the card. Make it happen. I eat that. Feel great.
I'm in.
And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend the money. So I drive, I get the coffee, the $1 coffee there from McDonald's, drive past everything, and then I'm going to the office, and what do I see? Wendy's. 2 for $3, breakfast. So I'm like, okay, let's try it. Let's get the sausage biscuit. Let's get some just basically fries, just the seasoned potato wedges.
Yeah.
I get that, eat both of those, and Mike, I feel like I'm going to throw up during this podcast. I think we might get just a full-on yak on the table, because it's like, it's in my throat. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good.
I think if you ate more bad food, you'd be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, but
you just haven't built up a tolerance.
I think I'm gonna get up there, right? I think by the time we do our next marathon stream, whenever that is, I'm gonna be at your level, and then I'm gonna go backwards again. I'm gonna regress. So this is me.
The issue is I'll be healthy by then.
Oh shit, we're like. We're not going to meet in the middle. I thought we were going to Benjamin Button it. Maybe we can. Maybe you're
always two opposites.
Yeah, two opposites. Never the same. Mike.
Hi, Roger.
We got to get into it because I saw some posts about you last night. I saw some images. Greg Miller put in the random chat. He put an image of you, which you seemed very scared and kind of freaked out about something. What was happening last night on your streams?
Yeah, Roger. Something deeply personal happened to me last night. Unfortunately, I lost someone special to me. It was a really bad time, unfortunate circumstances, and this little boy is now gone out of my life. And I'm going to remember that child for a long, long time. And so, it was one of those calls that you just don't see coming. You can never prepare yourself for a loss like this.
Yeah.
And I'm currently grieving right now. So I appreciate you bringing it up in front of everyone. And yeah, there was a small boy that I won't have in my life anymore.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, grief.
You can't just say there's a small boy who's no longer in my life anymore, and you gotta expect.
Yeah, well, I
had a child, okay, and I don't know if you know.
Was it
about
little
this.
Tanner?
I had this beautiful child, Blitzball, and this little baby and I grew up on Route 113. Was a little electric green dog, turned out to be a blue and yellow conehead dog.
Yeah,
and this dog took me places. Okay, I rode this dog through gym number 6. And I believed in it.
Yeah.
Every flying Pokemon that came after me, I electric thunder shocked that thing right down to the ground. And I was like, you're the greatest dog. And then there I was last night with Blitzball. And I said, don't you worry, little one. We're just going to level you up to level 40. You're going to be the best electric dog there can be. And he met a Geodude. And that Geodude self-destructed right in his face. And he died.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, I lost one. So please allow me to grieve in my own ways. And just know that Geodude's on my list.
Mike, of course, you know me. I'm a very busy person. I was not watching your stream. Yeah. I'm sorry. I stream
every night. You could turn me on every night.
You stream?
All the time.
What's the name of the channel?
Just Snow Mike, your best friend. That's what you type into Twitch. It will direct you to me.
Snow Mike, your best friend.
Is that hyphenated
or? It will direct you
show me.
That's all one word.
Oh, one word. Okay. I think it's gonna work. I did see somebody, I think Tweet or Blue Sky, saying like, "Did you turn off the stream at Mike?" And then you posted like a photo of a sunset. Like, what was happening there? Did you actually turn off the stream?
Yeah. So last night I had a really great journey. It was supposed to be a low key, quiet night. And then I got kind of caught up at the roulette table. And so I put on one of the best DJ performances of my life while also just smashing purple skitties on the roulette table. I don't know if you know, they make a roulette table, Very interesting way.
We're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about Pokemon. By the way,
incredible way to introduce children to gambling through Pokemon.
We love it, dude.
So I don't go to the slots. I just smash on the roulette table, and there I was. I was mixing some Zed with some Ariana Grande.
Sick.
We were up. We were dancing, right? Who doesn't love a little clarity at 7:30 p.m. on your drive home?
Yeah.
And so as I'm smashing purple skitties, I'm thinking to myself, Mike, life can't get any better than this. What if I just turn the stream off right now?
No.
And I start taking bows. Like they're yelling encore, encore, and I'm hitting them with some of the best dance music you've ever heard, right? I mean, it's like Funkmaster Flex on his final DJ set out in New York. They're throwing roses at me through the television screen. And as I wave goodbye, I go, no, Mike, you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah.
And so I came back in and I said, everybody chill. Okay, I'm going to need you to take it down from a 11 to about a 15. We're going to go out there and we're going to grind.
Yeah.
I defeat May in our final fight. I sent May packing back to Little Root City. I said, go back and talk with your mama. Your Pokemon training days are over. And she said, oh, Mike, you're so good at this game. I said, thank you. Now get lost. And then I got lost. And I had to figure out where to go next. And so I started to go all the way up to the big volcano. And I found Team Magma's hideout. And I was like, this is where I got to be. And I encountered a Geodude. And there I was, Roger, thinking, oh, snap. New route, new Pokemon. I got to catch this thing. And people can see it in my eye. I get excited. I light up. Like playing Sandstorm. You know what I mean? I light up a little bit. And I start thinking, what do I do? You've never heard Sandstorm?
Darude?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
just never heard it called Sandstorm.
Well,
I've only heard it called Darude Sandstorm.
Well, when you play the song, you light up. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Because it's a great song of all time.
But is that in the lyrics?
No, it's just the truth. It's just the truth of the matter.
You looked at me like that was a reference to the song. The chat lost you at that moment.
No, the chat knows. Get to the show, Roger. Let's go.
Really quick, the chat also points out, Skytech says, chat, he was trying to use Thunderbolt on the Geodude before it self-destructed.
So there I was, looking at my six-pack.
Mike, how much Pokemon have you played?
Looking at a Geodude, and I said to myself, Baird, what is the best Pokemon not to kill this one? And the issue is he's 25, all my Pokemon are 37. So I can't bust out my Gyarados, hit him with a Surf, and get him lost in the rip, right? He's going to be a loss to the current. He'll be gone. I can't pull out Roger because Roger's my number 1.2, and God forbid anything bad happens to that beautiful little green grass lizard. You know, I love that guy. I can't pull out the little flying Arterion, who is a flying dragon that used to just be a little baby blue teardrop with cotton candy wings. Now is a dragon. I got to protect that thing, right? And so I go down the list.
So you looked for your most expendable.
And I said, you're the most expendable. You're the lowest level. What if I just hit him once? And sure, did I think if I hit him with Spark and he's a ground type, he would say, hey, lightning's not effective to me? Of course I didn't think that. But that's what happened. And then I thought for sure, like, he'll hit me with some move. I'll live. I'll hyper potion. We'll rinse and repeat.
It'll be fine.
No, he self-destructed.
Bang.
Take it out the game.
So, I mean, this wasn't really that tragic because you knew this one was going to die. You were like, if this one dies, I'm the most fine out of all of these people.
When you're 30 hours into the Nuzlocke, Roger.
Yeah, which Nuzlocke is this? Is this part 6 or 2? Is this the real one?
Every Pokemon that dies is very important. Now I got to go back to Magnemite, who's level 27. I got to grind that thing up to 41. So yeah, I'm in a hole right now.
I will never forget you.
But my gambling in Pokemon is up right now.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so up.
I'll never forget you looking at me and saying, hey, Roger, I need you to help me make a thumbnail for my channel for my Nuzlocke. It's like a 16-hour video. And you're like, it's the first Nuzlocke. And then I look at your channel and there's 15 videos that say, my first Nuzlocke, part 2, new one. This is the real Nuzlocke. Yep. And then I'm like, what is this video? You're like, oh no, this is the real Nuzlocke. I'm like, I don't know how to work with this. I don't know how to title this. I don't know what to do with this.
When you get in your bag, Roger, you know what I mean? And you stream every night like I do.
Incredible.
You're going to do a lot. You're going to play a lot of games.
Why? So you stream every night?
Do you want to come out to one of my DJ sets?
I mean, you can DJ.
You want to put on a little guest DJ set with me?
You can DJ my wedding.
You don't want that fire. That dance floor will be electric all night long.
You would also ignore all of my songs that
There's
I tell
no
you.
requests. I don't take requests.
No requests, and also no do not playlist. You are playing everything.
I play the vibes.
I play the vibes. Well, Mike, Kind of Funny Games Daily is about the vibes, and that's what this show is, because each and every weekday we run you through the nerdy news you need to know about live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, and now Spotify and Apple Podcasts to get all of your shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. For a chance to be a part of the show, submit your thoughts and opinions as YouTube Super Chats as we go. We want those Super Chats. We want to hear your experiences with Hollow Knight. Do you think it's too hard? Do you think it's too easy? And also, of course, all the other news stories we're going to talk about today. Or just your gaming life. What are you playing right now? What you up to? A little housekeeping for you. We're an 11-person business all about live talk shows. Today, after KFGD, you'll get a Gamescast, which is going to be Blessing and Andy's PAX experience. I'm very excited for this one because it seems like they've played a lot of games. So there was the kind of teases of all week of Andy being like, oh man, I got a lot of games to talk about. Where's Blessing? So now they get to come together and they actually get to tell us about all the cool games they were playing. So excited to hear about that. And after Gamescast is, Alien Romulus in review. One of my favorite movies of all time. Seen the movie twice in theaters. It fucking rules. Then the stream is Mike Alone.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
You know what? I'm going to put this one on me. I apologize to the Kind of Funny audience. I know all of you were very excited for Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift. And unfortunately, that game releases tomorrow, September 10th. And I thought it was September 9th. And I put it down on the calendar, and I got everybody excited. And to those of you who were looking for that coverage, my bad. To a lot of you who didn't want to see that game, congratulations, we're going to play something different.
It was a heartbreaking moment in the studio. You could see people crying, hugging each other, just kind of trying to find any type of solace of, man, Greg was just so excited.
I almost bought the first one and was just going to pass that
You
off.
should have done it. You absolutely should have done it.
Here we go, guys, we're playing.
We would have never noticed it. You absolutely should have done that. Or we should have gotten a mod for like Sonic and just put Garfield in there. That would have totally worked.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking. I was excited to finally play a good kart racer this year.
Yeah, me too. Are you sure we don't have this game?
No, it said pre-order. I couldn't. It's not until tomorrow. Garfield.
The demo. We were playing the demo. I was like, I swear to God, I've played this fucking game.
Yeah, we played that demo.
If you're a Kind of Funny member, today's Gregway is Cool Greg's review of the Goosebumps Terror in Little Creek video game. I'm actually excited to hear about this because I've been hearing the rumblings of Cool G playing a video game, and I was like, oh shit, it's a Goosebumps game, and he's like locked in. So nice. I'm excited to hear a little video game review from Cool Greg. Go over there and support if you want to hear that. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. Today we're brought to you by Shady Raisin Factory, but we'll tell you about that a little later. For now, let's begin with what is and forever will be the Roper Report. It's time for some news. 6 stories today.
A baker's dozen.
Story number 1. Silksong's first patch will make early game easier. This is from Ollie Welsh over at Polygon. Team Cherry will issue the first post-release patch for Hollow Knight Silksong next week and has detailed balance changes that will offer some small measure of relief to players who are struggling with the game's difficulty. The patch is, quote, primarily focused on bug fixes, Team Cherry said in a post on Steam, but also offers some slight balance adjustments in the early game.
Get it, Roger? Because bugs.
Oh, bugs. Bugs. Some of these guys don't look like bugs.
Really? They all look like bugs to me.
I don't know.
I'm enjoying my time with it.
Okay, well, that's not what I was saying. I was just talking about the bug aspect of it. These balance changes include a slight difficulty reduction for 2 early bosses, Moorwing and Sister Splinter. Let me just stop right there and just say how demoralizing it is, because I've been playing this game and my fucking thumbs are hurting and I'm having such a good time, but I feel like I'm so deep into it. And then the fact that they say Sister Splinter is an early game boss, and I literally just beat that boss last night, so it's like, oh no, Roger, just fucking get ready. You thought this game was hard right now?
You fucking thought, dude.
You thought this game.
You fucking thought, dude.
How deeply hurtful that was. And also, I just beat both of those bosses like in the last 2 days, so I could have used that patch a little earlier. Sand Carver enemies also have their damage reduced. Fucking thank God. That's me saying that, not the article. Team Cherry is also rebalancing the economy of Rosary Beads, the primary currency in Silksong. Rosary rewards for courier deliveries, relics, and Psalm cylinders will be increased, while the Bellway and Bell Bench prices will be reduced slightly. Well, that's exciting. Barring any unforeseen issues, we're aiming to deliver this patch to all players mid next week, Team Cherry said. But PC players can access the patched version of the game straight away by using the public beta branch on Steam or GOG. That's good old games. Mikey, you playing this game?
Yeah, I'm playing this game. I'm only 3 hours in. I thought I was fighting early game bosses, but it turns out I'm not even close to whoever these two bosses are. But good for them.
Yeah, well, good for you. Now that you get to beat them a little easier. That's nice.
Well, you just beat them. What'd you think?
They're hard. Okay, so Morwing is the most annoying one out of the two, in my opinion, because Morwing just has so much health. Like, his hit points are just super high, so it's just a lot of the doing the same thing. You just kind of get into that flow state, that rhythm. So it was not too hard, but it was just more of like, oh, fuck, this is like going on for way longer. It feels like 10 minutes. I'm sure it's like 5 minutes, but it feels like forever when you're doing it. Sister Splinter is annoying, but once you figure it out, the issue is that, spoilers for that specific boss, they start spawning some other enemies that come in there, so it kind of gets a little bit crazy and chaotic, which is kind of my least favorite thing that Hollow Knight does, when it's just like 5 enemies in a row with this person doing this thing. But they made it, once you get into the rhythm and you also realize ways to take out those enemies, it's a lot easier than it looks in the forefront.
Yeah, as someone who beat Silksong last night.
Whoa, congratulations. Real gamer.
Thank you. Yeah, neither of those bosses really stood out to me as like they needed like patch stuff, because I understand the Sister Splinter when like bosses summon in ads and stuff. I will say she is not the most annoying boss when it comes to summoning ads. So
yeah,
I did think it was interesting that those were the two that were called out. But good for people like Mike who haven't gotten there yet, and we'll be able to have more of a better chance with them.
Also, over on the Kind of Funny secondary channel, you put up a highlight of Andy talking about the game too difficult.
Yes.
So, great conversation piece there. And then the follow-up today as well.
Yeah, I mean, they listened to our highlight channel. I guess they only follow that. That's the reason why they did it. That's the only piece of content that they're listening to.
How about the rosary beads?
The rosary beads, yes. Fuck yeah. We need to lower the amount that it takes for a bench. We need to figure out that economy in that system, just because all these enemies are not dropping rosary beads. It's tough for me to kind of figure out my areas and figure out where the rosary beads are coming from. I'm sure I know that there are areas where people are just farming these guys, but it just feels like there's long stretches of this game where I'm just fighting entire worlds or locations of enemies, and they're just not dropping any rosary beads. They're dropping all these shards. I don't need this goddamn shards. I have too many shards. I'm at 400.
You say that now.
I know, and I'm using a lot of them, but like still, I'm constantly replenishing these shards. I need the rosary beads. I need to figure that out. Like, yeah, so making it a little bit easier because it is great, and lower is nice, because yeah, the amount of times that I go to an area and I finally progress and I feel like I just went through hell, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I have 60 rosary beads, and it's like 80 for this thing. It's like, shit, like, or whatever it is, right? Like getting a map, you're right there, you find the one with the map, you're like, hell yeah, we got this. And it's like, I don't got enough for the map. I guess I gotta kind of run around and find some rosary beads right now.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of doing the farm, where I just run in a circle for 10 to 15 minutes trying to get enough to buy everything there. I do wish a lot more dropped. I find that I get the second currency a lot. I'm maxed out on that in the early game. But like, there are moments where you notice, oh, these 5 enemies are giving out rosary beads. I'm going to sit here for a while, and I do that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I think my biggest criticism about the difficulty, because I go back and forth on it, right? I guess we could have that conversation right now, where I totally understand where everybody's coming from on both sides when it comes to like, hey, just get good. This is what this type of game is. You have to just kind of lock in and just kind of focus on the enemies and their behaviors, and then you will inevitably get past the game.
You got to be patient, Pete.
You got to be patient, Pete. And I also understand the other side of people being like, hey, like, this game's beautiful. Like, this game's awesome, and I'm having a great time when the game is not, like, being extraordinarily hard. The biggest thing that I think would kind of bridge those two worlds is just giving an option to turn off the double damage. The double damage, I think, is, like, honestly, like, frustrating. Like, it did not happen in, at least to my knowledge, in the original Hollow Knights. And playing it in Silksong, it just feels cheap.
What if the chat doesn't know the double damage? What's that?
I mean, it's when you fight a boss, and you get hit by them anytime, even if you bump into them, it takes 2 shards, or 2 of the masks. They should just turn that off. They should have an option to just turn it off, because the game would be it's still hard. Like, the game is still genuinely difficult. Like, it doesn't make the boss fights any easier. It just makes them a little bit less frustrating, and kind of puts people on an even footing. That is the only thing that I think, in my opinion, at least right now, that I'm like, okay, this really needs an option to turn on and off. And I really implore them to do it, because I look at the mods, and I was watching that Gamescast yesterday, and I was looking at the Nexus mod stuff, and I was like, man, I wish I was playing this game on PC, because people have the ability to turn off the double damage, to add more rosary beads, to have compass, and it's like those are all the accessibility options that I understand. Just get good, just play the game, just whatever. But it's nice to have. And it's nice to have an accessibility option. And I don't think it's necessary, of course, but when you have a game that is this large, that has such a huge audience now, that is way bigger than what Hollow Knight was, at least in launch, I think you should be at least catering to some of those people and giving them options, because not everybody's going to want to bang their head against the wall and kind of, we have Greg over here who has a kid and is doing a bunch of things, playing a bunch of video games, maybe drop the difficulty on for some people, and also people like me that are having some issues.
I love that, Roger.
But yeah, I mean, I'm having a blast with this game. I'm fucking just tearing it up. I bought a new controller because my thumbs were hurting because I was playing on a different controller that I didn't like as much. So I'm loving it, man. Are you going to go back to it?
I'm still playing it. I'm playing exclusively on my Steam Deck.
Oh,
which
wow.
is a crazy thing to say as someone who has kind of put that thing any place in my room and getting lost.
Yeah.
I finally pulled it off, dusted it off, and I can't stop playing it. I'm 3 hours in. I'm having a good time. I'm now jumping on the red hot peppers, trying to figure out that move.
Oh, yeah.
And enjoying myself.
Yeah, that's the initial thing that everyone talks about when it comes to the difficulty, is like jumping on those peppers, because the side down B or whatever is just a lot. It's a little bit different to get used to.
Yeah, it's really
like
fun. It's a great challenge, because in the first room, when you first get introduced to it, there's a set of 5, and you're supposed to go right to left.
I love it.
And that's a really fun moment of like, you got to go one way, now flip it the other way with the down diagonal. That's it's a good time to figure out.
Yeah.
It's also very frustrating because they put it under a bed of spikes.
Yes.
So you just constantly die, and it's like, well, that's not the most fun, but okay, you got me.
Yeah. No, I genuinely love that whole section. Like that whole first section that has the pogoing, and then there's like, it's impossible to find a bench for like that entire area until you beat the boss, until you figure out the thing. At first, you're playing it, you're yelling at the screen. You're like, why'd you make this so fucking hard for me, Team Cherry? But then once you get past it, you're like, thank you for making me do that, because it's this initial, like, you need to get good. Here's how this game works. Just grind until you can get past it.
Game is good.
Yeah, the game is really good, and that's where I think I'm at with the difficulty discussion. Is like, the game is really great. I love being challenged by it. I just don't like those moments of like touching a boss and it takes away 2 health. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't feel right for the rest of the world.
Especially when they're stunned. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
what are we doing?
That's my only 2 cents, but I'm happy that the early game is a little bit easier for people, and I hope we see more updates for the game, because the game rules. Story number 2, Mike. You want to go to that one?
Let's take it to me, Roger.
Xbox confirms TGS live stream. This is from Andy Robinson over at VGC. Microsoft has dated its Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2025 broadcast, where it's expected to share some significant game news alongside updates on its 2025 lineup and more. The Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2025 broadcast will take place on Thursday, September 25th at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we will be live. I'm kidding. We will not be live reacting. We'll be reacting to it on Games Daily, I'm sure, that day. And feature titles from Xbox's creative teams alongside exciting updates from our partners in Japan, across Asia, and around the world, according to Microsoft. It said, quote, "We know players around the world delight in Japan-inspired content and games developed in Asia, and we can't wait to connect with players across the globe to show off the incredible talent and creativity behind upcoming games coming to Xbox." On the TGS show floor, Xbox is set to make available a playable version of Ninja Gaiden 4 for the first time to the public, alongside opportunities to try out its ROG Xbox Ally and ROG Xbox Ally X handheld PCs. What fans are most anticipating, however, is the expected reveal of the next Forza Horizon game. According to reports, Microsoft is set to reveal Forza Horizon 6 at Tokyo Game Show, with the game expected to take place across Japan. Mikey, Xbox, you're the Xbox guy. You excited for this? Do you think we're going to see big reveals?
Ooh, I mean, if the end of that article is true and we do get Forza Horizon, the next iteration, and maybe it's set in Japan, that is a huge mega reveal for me and probably a lot of the audience out there, as Forza Horizon has quickly become one of the best games on the platform, the ecosystem, and one of the best racing games around in the video game world. And so, yeah, that would be a mega announcement. Normally, I love how Xbox has gone to Tokyo Game Show or really established themselves over the past couple of years of like, hey, we have a presence here. We're on the show floor. We're getting our games in gamers' hands. We're helping them check it out. We're also, establishing really good connections in the East. And we're trying to show you games that are coming both ways, over there and over here, right? And none of them usually speak to me. I think after every single one, there's one or two announcements that I'm like, oh, I'm excited for this. But there's a large kind of like, hey, here's a lot of games that maybe some people are excited for, and hopefully you are. The idea of Forza Horizon, of course, is like a mega announcement. That's like a summer Game Fest announcement.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that game. Do you think, wait, first of all, have they done a big live stream like this before? I know they've been...
Yeah, in the past couple of years.
Okay, they've actually done like a full-on...
Xbox at Tokyo Game Show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But like a live stream that you could watch, or is it just they're at Tokyo Game Show?
I believe it's a live stream, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, chat, let me know, because I don't remember ever watching one of these. So
well, you'd have to be up at 3 a.m.
Well, I'm just saying in general, right? Like I never really seen any of those. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Forza, I think it's a lock. I mean, we've heard that a million times. If it is set in Japan, fucking I hope so. I am interested with the OD side of it, right? With Kojima, right? Because Kojima is going to be at Tokyo Game Show. He is talking about Beyond the Strand. I don't know when that's happening. I know it's happening, I think, at the end of this month or next month. He's doing some type of, hey, I'm looking forward past what I've done with Death Stranding and talking about some other projects. And I don't have huge hopes that that's going to be a mega blowout. Hey, here's everything I'm working on. Here's Fizzint. Here's all this stuff. But I do think there's going to be some fun stuff there. I think he's probably going to reveal Robert Pattinson in some form as, working with him. I wonder if this is when we get a little bit more from OD. If this is like when they finally do. I know maybe that's too much to be asking from an Xbox TGS live stream, but I mean, this is the time to do it, right? Like, I mean, or maybe you wait to Game Awards. I don't know. We're already here. Like, we're already in Japan. We're already talking about these games.
It's probably a Game Awards with that kind of star-studded of a cast. I wouldn't be surprised, as you brought up, during his time, he'll speak about maybe some of the people that he's working with, some of the tools that he's using, the things that's exciting him with this. But I don't think that the Tokyo Game Show will be where you'll see more of this OD project. I think you'll see that on the bigger stage of Game Awards or Summer Game Fest, but their Xbox game showcase.
Yeah.
I mean, Forza's a massive announcement.
Forza's the one, yeah.
If Forza is in Japan, as we really think it is, it's like that would be super exciting. An awesome announcement there would get gamers pumped up. And if it's 2026, that year's going to be packed.
Do you think any third-party stuff? Are we going to see the Persona 4 revival? Are we going to see more of that or anything?
They've done a great job over the years teaming up with teams that you wouldn't believe, like Atlas, right?
Yeah.
And they've brought on Persona. We've gotten the Like a Dragon series on Game Pass.
Final Fantasy came over. 16.
Final Fantasy, they finally teamed up with that. That would be a big announcement of
7.
getting some special Final Fantasy finally, right? Because they've done a good job at really saying, hey, there's no more walls, like bring these games over.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you'll get any sort of major announcements. You'll definitely get a partnership that will make you say, ooh, wow, nice grab right there, I think.
I think it would be safe to say a date for Remake Intergrade, because I don't know if that's actually out yet on Xbox. In terms of, Sega, like maybe something Yakuza related, I'm not sure. I think that Persona 4 revival thing is like years out.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, because like what we saw in that initial announcement, I think earlier this year, like that was like 10 seconds of in-engine gameplay, whereas like when they revealed Persona 3 Reload, it was very like we were seeing the battle systems and cutscenes and all of this shit, whereas like I think Revival is very early on.
Since we're already talking about Revival, I was thinking about this because we kind of just moved past it ever since it was announced. Remember that whole thing with the voice actors, and we thought that was like some type of marketing scheme, and then that doesn't seem like it was?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. We didn't talk about that at all. That's crazy.
There might be some genuine upset from these actors that they were not asked to be a part of this remake. It also seems, again, very early in the development of this game, so who knows? I'm also of the mind that, Persona 3 Reload was also majorly recast to, bring in a new era of voice actors to play high school students. And I think they should do the same for Persona 4 Revival of, like, bringing in a younger, newer generation of voice actors. Because, like, I love Yuri Lowenthal. Yuri Lowenthal doesn't need to be voicing a high schooler anymore.
Yeah.
So
just for nostalgia's sake.
Or like if you bring him back as some of the adults, like Persona 3 Reload did.
It was such a weird one because they were doing it in like the order of you get the characters and you team up with them. It was, I wonder. Part of me like wonders is like just like the marketing. I'm always looking at for the marketing and like how this is going. Was there actually supposed to be a bigger blowout for this game, and then they just ended up doing something smaller, and they kind of had to cut the thing short, and then maybe this is the moment to do it. I don't know, but that just seemed like a very weird, like almost, hey, we're just doing marketing almost. But I guess they're actually having a crash out. Maybe we shall see. Any other things? Anything that comes to mind, Mikey?
More Katamari.
Shit, bro. They announced a new one though.
I know. October.
Fuck, dude.
So
We're locked in.
Maybe something a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, bro.
teaser.
Just a little bit, bro.
Show me more. I love rolling stuff up. It's my favorite.
You love rolling stuff up. We will talk a lot more about TGS. We have some Sega stuff that we get to talk about. You know what that means. But before we do that, remember the Kinda Funny membership on patreon.com/kindafunny or youtube.com/kindafunnygames gets you the show ad-free. And speaking of ads, let me tell you about our sponsors.
This episode's brought to you by Shady Rays. You know that moment. The one when you realized you left your favorite pair of sunglasses at the beach. We've all been there. I'll never forget leaving my incredibly overpriced sunglasses at a restaurant in Santa Monica. That was 13 years ago, and it still haunts me to this day. But then I found Shady Rays and everything changed. Seriously good looking, polarized, durable, and not stupidly expensive. And here's the wild part. If you lose or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. So now you can actually wear your sunglasses without fear. Y'all know I've been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it's such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I'm all out and about. Shady Rays is eyewear that has your back. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Check this out. You can head to shadyrays.com, use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Shady Rays, use the code FUNNY.
Between busy schedules and summer plans, sometimes all you got is a couple of minutes. Factor helps so many of us here at Kinda Funny eat smarter with tasty, chef-prepped meals that are dietitian-approved and delivered right to my door. And now, with more than 65 weekly meals made for how we live and what I like to eat, we've got even more ways to fit in a real meal wherever the day takes us. On many occasions, Factor has completely saved Greg and Jen when they needed it most. Choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. Eat smart at factormeals.com/kindafunny50 off and use code kindafunny50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code kindafunny50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Story number 3. Sega's Tokyo Game Show lineup teases 4 mystery titles. This is from Andy Robinson over at VGC. Sega will exhibit 4 mystery titles at Tokyo Game Show later this month, it's revealed. On Tuesday, the Like a Dragon publisher launched its official TGS site. I appreciate that is the one, the call out right there. Nothing else, just Like a Dragon publisher, person out of my own heart, launched its official TGS site along with a list of games it's set to exhibit at the event, which kicks off September 25th. Alongside the likes of Sonic Racing Crossworld, Virtual Fighter 5 Revo, Persona 3 Reload, and Persona 5 The Phantom X are 4 empty slots marked coming soon. It's likely that some of these unnamed projects will be revealed related to Like a Dragon's Studio RGG, which is set to hold its annual summit live stream the day before Tokyo Game Show. Last year's RGG Summit, which also took place ahead of TGS, saw the announcement of Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which was released the following February. Another Sega title that could appear at TGS is the next Virtua Fighter game. Just last month, Sega showed off a first look at the in-game combat in its upcoming Virtua Fighter sequel.
It's possible the remaining titles could be shown during an expected Nintendo Direct livestream. Sources have previously told VGC that a Nintendo Direct presentation is planned for mid-September. Mike, it's happening.
I mean, you're my guy, Roger.
RGG. We have the Untitled Virtual Fighter game. We're going to get a title on that, whatever that is. Maybe it's just Virtual Fighter, maybe it's Virtual Fighter 6, whatever we're doing with that. We're going to shoot the whole blowout. Maybe we put a date on it. I think this is the time, the year of Studio RGG, even though every single year is the year of Studio RGG. They are going to put out the title, probably release date or release year for a Virtua Fighter. Definitely going to get more on Stranger Than Heaven, which is their next upcoming game. Previously, Project Century. That's going to be
That game looks
fire.
hot.
We're going to
That's a
get
big one.
we're going to get a full blowout gameplay demo. They're going to do the whole thing. They're going to put a date on that, and then they're also going to do it. They're going to say, hey, the Yakuza 9 is coming out. The full next mainline Yakuza game is coming out. Here's what it is about. Here, they're probably going to do the thing where they show like the poster of it and just say, hey, we're working on it. Don't worry about it. We'll see you in 2 years, a year and a half from now. I believe that's how they did it for Infinite Wealth. They just showed Yakuza 8 and then they showed Ichiban and Kiryu's new look, and they just put the poster and they just said, hey, we'll see you when we see you. So that, to me, are 3 of the 4. that's 3 of the 4 right there.
I got a 4 for you, Roger. The
What's
chat's
that?
been calling it out. Where's that Crazy Taxi game? Where's that Crazy Taxi game?
Don't get me excited. Don't get me excited. Where's Crazy Taxi? Mike, where's Crazy Taxi? You know. Tell me, you holding secrets. Dead?
Old game's old.
Oh, shit.
No
You don't
more.
like Crazy Taxi?
I love Crazy Taxi. I just don't. I don't see it in 2025.
Well, I
Well,
didn't say
isn't that one of the games that they tease as
Yeah,
like their
it doesn't have to be
super games?
2025. They're showing it off.
I don't see it in 2026.
You don't see it ever. for the
I mean, let's be real. If they announced a Crazy Taxi, I'd go crazy for it.
Yeah,
Right?
it'd be crazy
I'd go wild.
taxi.
But you also have to have a killer soundtrack. I'm noticing a lot of games right now not bringing the soundtrack.
They're not bringing the soundtrack.
Maybe they should hire DJ Mike.
Yeah, DJ Mike. That's all they need. They just need somebody pressing the buttons on Spotify. That's all they need. God, this game looks like something.
This was 7 seconds that was posted in that trailer where they showed off, I think, this, and then
Oh, it's
Was
gotta
it-
be then.
I don't.
what was the other game that they was it Shinobi? Is Shinobi a Sega game?
The Golden Axe, right? They're working on.
Yeah, I gotta find that trailer.
yeah, they're
I don't
working
know
on
what
some-
it's called.
Oh, and then the Jet Set Radio, right? They were also working on that one. That was also leaked a while ago. That was like with the Persona 3 stuff. I remember that. Yeah. I realistically, that would be my thought. Is that these are 3 of the 4. Not disappointing, but also like, come on, if you're already
Really? Those are pretty strong titles.
Yeah, but
Here we go.
I don't know. Like keeping the mystery titles, we already know. Like, I mean, I guess the Yakuza one would be the big one. But yeah,
we
they
got
have Jet Set
Jet
Radio.
Set.
This is 2023. Everybody, this is from Australia. Damn, this
That's
looks cool.
crazy.
This looks
That-
fucking sick, dude. Oh, this is what is that one?
That was shit. What's that beat 'em up game?
Is that Twin Dragons? No.
Double Dragon? No.
Double Dragon, Twin Dragons.
Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury. There it is.
Streets of Rage.
Can't ever go wrong with Super Monkey
Streets of
Ball.
Rage.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Monkey Ball. They make a lot of those though.
They
Yeah.
do.
Also, RGG Studio makes a lot of those. Which
Here
is
we go. We
hilarious.
got Shinobi, which
That's
just
crazy.
came out. Fuck, that game's so good.
I need to play it.
Looks like shit on Switch. Don't play it on Switch. Whatever this
Oh,
game
and this is Golden Axe. Yeah.
Oh, Golden Axe.
Golden
okay.
Axe.
So they have a lot. They got a lot of stuff in the works here. I would love a Crazy Taxi. I'm interested to see what this Crazy Taxi is because the rumors were that some type of like multiplayer experience thing that doesn't excite me whatsoever. That makes me sad, honestly.
Really?
I don't want that. I want that to be maybe a mode that I can
Okay.
jump into. I don't
Yeah.
want the core experience to be that. I don't want like a live service Crazy Taxi game that doesn't excite me whatsoever.
Well, if I have to put up with the live service skate game that releases next week, you're going to put up with the live service Crazy Taxi.
You're right. I would put up with a live service Crazy Taxi.
I have to put up with that next week.
I like that you have to put up with it. You're not excited about that? You're the one defending NBA 2K.
NBA 2K as a franchise, great franchise. Okay?
Skate can't be that.
No, I want a full-fledged skate. I want skates. It's going to be a crazy
People are
one.
saying it's good.
Yeah, we'll see next week.
We'll see next week.
We'll see next
any
week.
Any other last ones? that
No,
you're
I
thinking
mean,
of?
I'm all about seeing more Yakuza, right? More like a dragon.
Did you ever finish Hawaii?
I did.
You did?
I finished Hawaii. That will, keep an eye out for my top 10. I never forgot. That and Monster Hunter Worlds or Wilds.
Never forgot.
I haven't forgotten.
I'm gonna have to pay you under the table to get that game on the list. We can make that happen.
You and I will be the only
we should game the list. You know what I mean? Like we put it at 1. We
Please
know what's
don't.
gonna be 1, right? Like and then we just game the list a little bit. It'll be fun.
Do we know there's going to be one?
Yeah. Crazy Taxi.
I mean,
Fuck you.
I hope to see more Yakuza and Like a Dragon. That's all I want, Roger. This Project Sentry game looks fantastic. Give me more of that.
Give me more of it. I
Light
want
it
to
up.
see it. Light it up. Story number 4. Going back to Xbox. Xbox is coming to cars thanks to an LG and Microsoft partnership. This is from Tom Warren over at The Verge. Microsoft and LG are partnering up to bring Xbox cloud gaming to internet-connected vehicles. A new Xbox app will soon be available on cars that use LG's automotive content platform, ACP for short, allowing Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers to access cloud versions of Xbox titles directly on in-car screens. The Xbox app will be able to stream games when they're charging on an EV or trying to entertain passengers on a road trip. LG's ACP is already available on Kia's EV3 in Europe and is also coming to EV4, EV5, and new Sportage. ACP runs LG's WebOS platform, the same software that powers its smart TVs. It's dog shit, and I hate it. That's me, Roger, saying that. And provides access to a variety of content like Netflix, Disney+, YouTube, and more. Quote, our work with LG is the latest example of Xbox expanding to new places, building on partnerships that already bring Xbox cloud gaming to mobile devices, PCs, and TVs, says Christopher Lee, vice president of Xbox marketing. Quote, by adding vehicles to the mix, we're giving players more choice than ever in how they enjoy their games. Do you think that Andy's car has this when I buy it? Like, do you think I'll be able to install that?
You know what? I'll make some phone calls and we can make sure it happens.
We can make it happen. We
'Cause
can
this
install.
is-
We can do like a Pimp My Ride thing. Yeah. We just put it on there.
This is lit.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of the early 2000s when we used to have the Cadillac Escalade with the screens in the back seats.
Dude.
For your children to enjoy on the long road trip to the ice hockey tournament
I would be
or upstate.
My parents in the fucking Ford Focus, the 2004 Ford Focus, would be behind people in the minivans, and I would look over and I would just see people watching the pacifier with fucking with Vin Diesel or whatever, and I'd be like, man, that's living right there.
That's living.
That's living right there.
And what if we brought that back and you were able to play Xbox games in the back seat? Okay,
Dude, I think we're healing as a world and as a country. Like, I think that's what we need. You know what? Honestly, I think the streaming side of it, that's the more boring aspect of it. If they were saying that you know what they should do? All of these cars come with a built-in Series S. We just put that bitch in there, bang, right in there. We have the fold-out TV, easy.
It would
Just
be
have
sick.
it right in there,
it would be sick.
bang, right in there.
My good friend AJ back in the day. Shout out to AJ
Shout out
Tesserero,
AJ.
okay? AJ was
Lee.
my guy. AJ's father had the big Cadillac, and he had the Xbox in the back with the 2 screens. And man, oh man, we had a 5-minute drive to high school, and we would jam in the back, and we would press that button as fast as possible to try to boot up a game of NFL Street, of NHL
You have
Hits.
10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to play this game.
From the moment we hit the driveway, we
Bang.
probably turned that on, loaded it up, and played a half a second of it before we got dropped off. But it was the greatest.
We were
of
in the
times.
future. It's so funny how like nowadays we're trying to like AI and like do all this stuff. We were already there. Like that's infinitely cooler than this. I stand by that. That is infinitely cooler than having an actual PlayStation 2 inside of a car. How cool was that? And that was like somewhat normal. Like that was like built into things. Like it was like not hard to do. And then now we've regressed. We pulled away from that. Oh, we can't be having fun in cars anymore. Oh, we got to focus on driving. Now we're back. Now we're back at a lamer version of it.
Paris wants to call in. Maybe Paris will call in and chime in. But I do think this is a fun partnership.
Yeah.
We've already seen this with Tesla and Cuphead, right? And we know that sitting at the charging station absolutely sucks.
That's an insane like sentence. I
Isn't
know
that
it's true.
crazy?
I know it's true.
Yeah, I
but
know, I
We've
know.
already seen this with Tesla and Cuphead.
Isn't that crazy that that's the world
Yeah.
we live in now? Is if you have the super high-tech car, you have all this at your fingertips, and it only makes sense that if all the apps are coming on, Xbox makes a move to say, hey, you can play cloud games on this. Give us your $15 a month. Let's go. And you
Yeah.
say, yeah, sure. One day, Roger, you're going to have a little beautiful family. And your children and you are going to drive out to beautiful Tacoma, Washington on a great road trip.
I love that.
And they're going to yell, Daddy, Daddy, I'm so bored at the charging station. And you're going to be like, me and your mom want to go for this hike. We just want to go outside and get some fresh air. And they're going to be like, no, I just want to play games, Dad. And you're going to hand them an Xbox controller.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to be
and
so
you're
happy.
going to press that screen. And you and your wife are going to have a nice little picnic outside the car, watching the kids play games. And that is going to be the good life.
Yeah. And then the only way that's going to happen is that I'm going to install a DVD player in my 2007 Toyota Yaris and connect an Xbox One to it, and then that's how they're going to play the games because I'm not buying this shit.
Paris Lily, did you call in? Are you here?
Are you here?
I am here.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Paris, talk to us.
Before I get into why I called, everything's in Xbox at this point, so just embrace it.
I'm telling you, just put a Series
Doesn't
S
matter.
in there, though. You know what I mean? We don't need it in the cloud, Paris. You know what I mean. You know how much cooler it would be.
I called because I last night saw a Slack message from you, Roger.
Oh, snap.
I love this. I
And
love
I
that we're getting
looked.
to it.
Your boy's in first place.
Paris,
And the only
there's a
person
whole
that can
Reddit
catch me is
post.
Mike.
There's a whole Reddit post about how they think you're going to win, Paris.
Yeah.
You have the best
I am
betting
gonna
odds to
win.
win right now.
But here's the reason I called in. I remember sitting at that very table in January and saying Hollow Knight Silksong. And the eye rolls and the giggles that I got
For me.
taking that game. And look at it now.
Look at
me
you now.
Yeah, he was
I'm
at
in first
100.
place.
You were at 100,
And-
which is insane.
And let's not forget, Fable was my first pick, and I don't even get that. But I maneuvered, and you see my lineup, I'm looking good.
Take
I'm
a
looking
look at
good.
Paris.
That's all I'm saying.
God, we should have counterpicked Fable. We just should have done it. We
What-
just should have done it.
What a big shot to call out Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yeah, good for you.
For Paris
Proud of you.
after years of is it coming, it's never coming, the clown makeup, and look at Paris now, riding high.
Yeah. Well, either way, I think Mike's still got it. I think Mike's got.
You
Mike,
think I got
you
it?
got empty slots to fill, and we're gonna work together.
They were
I think
adding
it's
it
going to
up,
be a
though. They were-
close race between Mike, Paris, myself, and Blessing.
Oh, don't throw yourself in
The
there. You know what I
chat
mean?
was
Mike's
really
already here.
the chat was really happy about Paris saying Call of Duty. What
Currently
other
in
ones do you have?
first.
Outer Worlds. He had a lot of solid picks right
Yeah.
there. A lot of people were hyping up Paris in the Reddit, Paris. So you gotta give them some love for that.
Oh, yeah, I need to go check out the Reddit. Then. But
Borderlands.
I just wanted to come in and just say, hey, your boy's in first. I don't know how long this is going to last.
I love
I'm going
it.
to take my victory lap.
Paris,
And you know
before
I
you
love you
go,
all.
Yeah.
Yes.
really quick, before you go, you got a family. What about Xbox in the car? You okay with this?
If my kids were still young, actually, I think I would be okay with this. I think it'd be a cool distraction because, you know, we're doing the DVD players and the SUV, trying
Yeah.
to get things to keep them distracted on
love
road
that.
trips. So if there's a vehicle that has built-in internet that they can literally just sit in the back seat and play a video game, I'd be all for it. My kids are old now, so it doesn't matter.
Major
Yeah.
win. Dude, we had the GameCube with the flip
So
top on
sick.
that, plug it into the car charger. We would drive
So
all
sick.
the way up to Copper Mountain in Winter Park, and it was the longest Colorado drives in the winter, right? Massive traffic to go up skiing and snowboarding, and we plugged that thing in. Oh my God, the greatest with that little GameCube, man. And the screen was this big. The screen was
Well, you
this
can do that
big.
now with the Series S, now with the X screen. So that's
Well,
yeah.
Mike, before I go, I do have a question for you though.
Tell me, Paris.
How does your kids feel about this?
Yeah.
You know what? I've called up little Billy and Susie, and they're jazzed up. They can't wait for Dad to take them on a road trip.
Yeah.
They
And
have
just
names Billy and Susie.
give them the
Oh, that's
controllers
great.
and game because they know I love to game
Yeah.
too. So like, put that Tesla in auto drive. I sit in the back seat. We're all gaming.
Hey, just make sure you let Sarah Bond know.
We love you, Paris. You're the best, man.
invested.
We'll see you
Yeah,
soon.
and that was you.
I'll catch you later.
See ya, Paris. That was actually your monthly call. You only check up with them once a month, but you made sure to let them know.
Yeah.
You told them about
I
it.
said,
That's
little
really
Billy
nice.
and Susie, hear the news?
Yeah.
Xbox Game Pass coming to cards.
Dad, we need clothes. Xbox.
I got to buy this new Kia EV3.
Story number 5. A bunch of Resident Evil games are reportedly getting switched to ports. This is from Zach Zweisen from Kotaku. Various industry leakers and soothsayers are claiming that Resident Evil 7 will get a Switch 2 port and it will be announced at the rumored upcoming Nintendo Direct. I want to call it mythical. You know what I mean? It's just like it's in the ether. We don't know if it's real or not. Meanwhile, Another industry insider with a solid track record says that many Resident Evil games powered by Capcom's RE engine are going to be ported to Nintendo's new console too. On September 3rd, well-known and reliable Resident Evil leaker Dust Golem shared that they had heard that Capcom was bringing, quote, all the Resident Evil RE engine games to Switch 2. This news was shared on Reset Era in a forum thread and rumors that the upcoming Resident Evil Requiem would arrive on Switch 2 and PS4. Some assumed that if Capcom was reportedly bringing the newest Resident Evil game to Switch 2, it might be possible for recent entries built upon the same tech to arrive on Nintendo's hybrid machine as well. And it sounds like that's exactly what the publisher has planned. Other leakers have since claimed that Capcom will announce a Switch 2 port of 2017's Resident Evil 7 at a rumored direct later this month. On Tuesday, Dust Golem shared more info on social media, while the leaker couldn't confirm those specific RE7 announcement rumors, admitting that they don't have information about Capcom's marketing plan. Dust Golem did reiterate that they have heard several times now that Capcom has been working for a hot minute on bringing all the main RE engine Resident Evil games titles to Switch 2. Importantly, the leaker clarified on social media that these will be native Switch 2 ports and not streaming versions powered by the cloud.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. You know, the hardware's stronger now. Get these titles that are still hot.
I mean, we have Resident Evil 8 Village on phones,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
So, I mean, yeah, you're able to put that on the Switch too.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
And they used the cloud gaming on the one Resident Evil, I remember a couple years ago.
Yes, yeah.
They did that.
I think they did
and
it for 8, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm in for this. I mean, I'm still skeptical of, like, show it to me, right? Of, like, let's get to the
Now that
Elden
we're-
Rings. Let's get to
Yeah.
the Resident Evils of, like, put it in the dock. Give it to me handheld. Show me that it can actually do it. But this is the dream that I'm holding on to of like, this will be a strong enough machine where I know 5 years down the line, third-party titles are going to come and support this, and I'm going to be happy with my purchase.
Pretty cool that there's like, we have Chronos, which is, I believe, on the Switch 2 right now, which is crazy. And then now we're potentially getting all the Resident Evil games. Pretty strong horror lineup there to have that connection. I'm interested to see how much, I guess, quote unquote, easy it is for them to port over these RE engine games over, because now we have so many Capcom games that are running on that architecture, right? We even have Monster Hunter Wilds, right? That'd be crazy. That'd be insane to do that. But is it possible? Is that possible to happen? I mean, we'll see.
Big win.
Big win. Devil May Cry 5, put that on that.
A solid audience and install base over
That'd
there.
be sick. Resident Evil, if they could put Devil May Cry 5 on there running at 120 FPS, I think that's possible too. I think that's
Might
definitely
blow
possible.
the machine up.
I don't think so. I think it actually, because that game is like super well optimized on PC at least, like super well optimized. Like a Steam Deck is running that thing at silky 60 FPS. So I think that would happen. But Mike, if that were to come to Switch 2, if Devil May Cry 5 was 120 FPS, that'd be huge news.
Huge news.
If I wanted something smaller, where should I go?
You'd go to our last story, the Wii News channel, where we cover all the small news items you need to know about, Roger.
Thank you, Michael. Story number 6, Wii News. Pacific Drive DLC expansion, Whispers in the Woods has been announced. Digimon Story, Time Stranger, demo launches September 10th for PC, September 11th for PS5 and Xbox Series.
I'm going to check that out.
Same day as Garfield.
I'm a Digimon kid.
Digimon?
Yeah.
You a Digi-Kid? I don't like we talked about this.
We call them Digidestins, Mike.
I don't like the main guy. The little fucking T-Rex or whatever, the little mini guy. I don't like that fucker.
You didn't like the tiger seal with the unicorn
It just looks
horn?
nasty, bro. They just like
They were supposed to be
You didn't like the
In a world of gumdrops and lollipops and Pokemon, Digimon was nasty.
I can get
fucking
behind
cool.
that actually.
Again,
That
there's
was really
a
cool.
bunny in jorts with gauntlet guns for hands.
I don't like that.
It's fucking sick.
Strange Scaffolds, Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3 is coming to Xbox and iOS. The Match 3 survival horror comedy RPG Metroidvania arrives on Xbox X and Xbox Series consoles on September 17th and iOS on October 28th. I definitely actually, if it comes to Android, I will try that on Android because I think that works well because it's a Match 3 game. And that is it for your Wii News. We're on to the Super Chats. It's going to take me a second because I exited out like an idiot, like a dummy. Let me switch over here. We're going over here. We're going over here. We're going to the fan funding. And there we are. We're at Super Chats. A lot of Super Chats. Thank you so much, everybody.
Let's talk.
Clawmaster. Last night, Parasilly was popping off when he saw Noble posted Silksong got 100 on Open Critic, getting Paris a whopping 40 points.
A big win.
Huge
This
win.
game's going to review very well.
Huge
We'll
win.
see where it kind of settles in the week to 2 weeks here as reviews will roll in. But, like I said, the Reddit was pumping up Paris. Positivity P over here.
Yeah.
They're saying he's got a good chance to run away with it. And if some of these games can deliver, he should be there.
But Mike, you and I know. We know the truth.
We've been doing things.
We've been doing things. We know things.
We've been scheming
We've
in
been
the
seeing
background.
things. We
I
know
have
things.
one open spot left, and you're going to have to stay tuned to find out what fills that spot because we've been scheming over here in the Mike and Roger production studio, and you don't know what's going to happen, but you will.
What if we called Team Cherry and we said, make another one real quick?
Exactly.
Swipe the card. Make
Can we
it three.
Can we have a partial remake?
Oh, Hollow Knight 1? Yeah, and Paris is like technically all part of our group. Like he's like,
Paris-
No, you don't
yeah,
get to
he's
claim
in
him.
part of it.
No,
I mean, well,
that's not how
I
that
don't claim
fucking
anybody.
works.
I don't claim anybody. He's just a good friend.
Yeah,
Close friend.
you
Good
were
friend.
just saying he's a part of our group.
Well,
No.
technically, because it's Xcast, and I was on the Xcast a bunch, and it's a lot.
At this point, I need anybody else but Mike to win.
Yeah, me.
We have big plans.
You're
got
not
big-
winning.
We got big
plans.
plans. We got big plans. We're hearing that Expedition might update and
Yeah.
they get bad, and then they're gonna change the review scores. They're gonna change everything. Sky for Slund Super Chat says, "Can I jump into Silksong without the first game?" Absolutely, absolutely.
I
you
did
can.
it. Yeah.
Eric did. He beat the game. He beat Silksong. Kebabs Super Chat says, "Happy Spyro Community Day. On this day, 27 years ago, the first Spyro the Dragon released on the PS1. Many artists are posting art today to celebrate. Shout out Spyro. I like Spyro a lot.
Well, you're a Spyro kid?
No, but I was a Spyro. I guess I was a Spyro kid, but like I played the Xbox one where you got to play as a penguin, and I liked that penguin a lot. He had like a jetpack and shit.
okay.
It was nuts.
I appreciate the Reignited trilogy. I thought that was really special and
Yeah.
awesome to have. I was never a Spyro kid. It was always Glover. It was always Rayman. It was always Conquered. Those are my squad.
I was into rabbits.
They rock.
I love the rabbits, bro. In Splinter Cell Conviction, did you notice that? When you're
Yeah.
in the carnival scene and you look up, rabbits.
It's a mega crossover.
It was a huge crossover.
When you have the minions of the video game universe,
and
you
they did it
put them
first,
everywhere.
and they did it first, they don't get enough love. They do not get enough love. Act.98. Y'all listen to the Sonic Crossroads DJ mixes Sega's putting out. There's some heat in there. Mike, you got to put it on the list. Put it on the DJ list.
Do they need DJ Mike?
They might need DJ Mike. That's a great shout. I'm going to listen to that for sure. Riley, super chats for the fellow Coloradians. Coloradians.
Shout
In
out.
chat.
Colorado.
420. 420. They gave us a 420 right there. I love that.
Oh, shit. I had to look at the month.
Did they
to
put
see
up
what-
the? Did they put
This
up
is
the?
303.
Oh shit.
303.
Oh okay. I
Like
like
the
that.
group?
Boulder, Colorado, like the band that you might know. They performed at my prom.
Kebabs. Final super chat of the day. Where were Mike's kids during backyard baseball?
Not drafted because they're not talented enough.
Damn.
You have to be a certain level. And Roger, you know what? We skipped out on the biggest news of the day. Bear, can you please bring this up on Steam? Backyard football. The biggest release of the year for 2025 has dropped today, Roger. And I don't know if you know, it's finally time to return because we got the license and we got some former pros returning.
No.
Backyard football drops today.
No.
How exciting is this? Sunny day will return to the gridiron. The kids will
We're
hit.
playing this today then.
I mean, I'll show you it. Yeah, Roger. You know what I mean? Coach Mike, he needs some time to prep.
What? Oh, okay.
You know what
Gotcha.
I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Coach Mike didn't bring his tracksuit today. I'm not quite ready for it.
Always excuses when it's you, but then anybody else has a fucking excuse. You're like all uptight. You're like, why can't anyone play games
Why
with me?
can't Roger play games with me, Chad? That's what I say to him all the time. Shout out, though. Backyard football's back. Big deal. Now we have soccer, we have football, we have baseball. You get basketball in there, we've completed it. I know there's hockey. We can get the hockey eventually. But now where do we go from that? When do they release a new game in the franchise, in the series? Are they working on that? Can they deliver a good backyard sports title in 2025 and beyond that's not just the re-releases?
Yeah. No.
Call me. Let's have a conversation.
You want to be like the executive producer of this game. You just tell make the game good. What would genuinely be your pitch? Is there a way to make? Would it be to like actually try to make this like a more arcadey type deal? Would it
Yeah,
make it 3D?
I would shoot for us to make a
Would you make it 3D?
NFL Blitz, NHL Hits, an NBA Street type of game with the kids. It has to be that. I don't think the point and click sports title is going to mesh well in 2025 right now with the younger audience. And so I would find a way to make it more fun with a more arcadey style right there.
We got a few you're wrongs. Yeah. Kebab says the starting location in Hone is called Litter Root Town, not Litter Root City. But both May and the player characters are from there.
Who said that? Kebabs?
Yeah.
Kebabs, I'm grieving. You can't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've lost somebody. I lost a little guy.
Mad Rockdos says Hollow Knight did have enemies and bosses that did take 2 mass damages. Was it the same amount though? To me, this feels like way out of proportion. Like almost every single time I'm fighting a boss, it's taken 2. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Don't write in there. Let me know in the chat so I can read it. And I believe that's it. Kebabs did say not you're wrong, but context. Roger's probably thinking about the Spyro: A Hero's Tale on PS2. That's what I'm thinking about.
There it is.
That's a great. Barrett, if you have a second, can you pull up the cover art of that game?
They had a penguin.
Yeah, Spyro: A Hero's Tale on PS2. It is like the most dudes rock cover art of all time. I love that one, and the Legacy of Kain.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
so sick.
This is like a fucking Star Wars poster.
It's sick. It's the sickest poster. It's so good.
Wow, look at this thing,
So
Roger.
sick.
Holy cow.
So sick, dude. I saw that once, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about Spyro.
Yeah.
I care about these fucking
I want
3
that
fuckers.
as a 6-foot tall poster
Yeah.
in my house. Like going up the stairs.
Yeah.
That would be one.
Oh, going up the stairs.
Yeah, you go up the stairs and you're
Yeah.
hit with just 6-foot banner posters
Yeah.
of video game cover art that I love. And guess what? This would be one of them. And I've never even played a Spyro game.
This man with the goggles, what's his deal? Why is
he just looks stupid. Yeah, I don't
why
like
is
that
he
one.
standing like that?
Let's go for the goggles.
Let's go for the goggles. Really quick.
Goggles the gopher?
I love that. Let's pull up one more. Legacy of Kain Defiance. I love this one.
Okay,
I
show
love
me
this
the
one.
one.
This is also the sickest. It's just the sickest cover art of all time. Both these are so good. Jonathan Sanchez, Roger, get good. Where is this coming from? That was in the beginning
Where
of
did
the
this
show.
come from?
Where the fuck is this coming from? So sick. Look at that. Just 2 dudes. Not in that. No, the red one. The red one. Yeah, that one. Look at these 2 dudes, bro. This is the sickest dudes in the world.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, but are they cooler than Devil May Cry 3 with Dante and his brother? Ask yourself that.
Virgil, you're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong,
Those
bro.
2 dudes are bad to the bone.
Bad. God, he's so hot. Mike, this has been incredible. Kind of Funny Games Daily, where each and every weekday we run you through the nerdy news you need to know about live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe, and YouTube Music. If you love what we do, support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon or YouTube to get all of our shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. Enjoy the Gamescast right after this, which is going to be Bless and Andy telling you all about the games they played at PAX West. But before we do that, we're going to sign off. Pleasure to serve you. Bye-bye.